Hey, it's Dr. McLean with Vital Energy Chiropractic. Hey, when it comes to your health, and especially making healthcare decisions, I want you to think about the cause of the health challenge you might be dealing with, whether it's a symptom, whether it's a disease. Always think about the cause, and whatever the proposed treatment is that treatment going to address the cause of the problem? So when I was younger, so I'm the youngest of 6 kids, but my brother is my oldest sibling, my brother is 18 years older than me. So when I grew up, it's almost like I grew up with 2 sets of siblings. So my brother and my 2 older sisters were kind of out of the house before I remember. So I kind of grew up with 2 siblings. I grew up with 2 older sisters. I'm, like I said, the youngest of 6 kids. And especially when I was younger, growing up, I started getting sick. I was sick a lot. Ear infections, and strep throat, and sore throat. And I can remember multiple times, my mom would take me to the doctor, and I grew up in a small town, and we knew the doctors, we knew the nurses, and they were wonderful people. They were very, very caring people, and I could tell when I went in there when I was sick, they felt bad that I was sick. And they would check, and they'd look at my ears and go, yep, another ear infection, here's your prescription, go to the pharmacy and get your antibiotic. And I didn't think about it at the time. Of course, I was just a kid. My parents didn't think about it at the time, but nobody ever asked why was I the only one getting sick. So I had, my 2 sisters, and it's not that my other siblings and my parents didn't ever get sick, but I was the one getting sick all the time. So I had my 2 sisters there, my mother and my father. We all lived in the same household. We shared, the same air. We ate in the same kitchen. There's no way that they could not have been exposed to the same germs that I was exposed to, especially when I was sick. My mom, of course, as a little kid, she was cuddling me and trying to take care of me. There's no way that she didn't have the same germs exposed to her. So if it was caused, if my ear infections, if my strep throat, if it was caused by a germ, why wasn't everybody else in my household getting sick at the same time? And as you may or may not know, it's not the germ or the virus. It's not the germ or the virus, it's your body's ability to respond to that germ or virus. So just because you get exposed to a germ or virus doesn't mean that you're going to get sick. And so I had a weakened immune response. So anytime I get exposed to a germ or virus, which is every day, we're always exposed to germs and viruses every day, all day long. In fact, we even have cancer cells in our body every single day. If you weren't aware of that, Dr. Ronald Perros says we have anywhere from 100 to 10,000 cancer cells in our body every single day. But because our body is so amazing, if your immune system's working the right way, it's going to recognize those cancer cells, and it's going to say, you don't belong here, and it's going to kill those cancer cells off, just like a germ or a virus. So in my case, nobody ever asked that question, what is the cause? So we just continue to take these antibiotics. Now the problem is, these antibiotics, anti means against, biotic is life. They're trying to kill life. Now they're not necessarily trying to kill you, of course, but they're trying to kill the bad bacteria that's not supposed to be there, but unfortunately you can't differentiate. That antibiotic does not have a brain like you, and it can't focus on the cells that are not supposed to be there and differentiate versus the cells that are supposed to be there. So now, we didn't know this at the time, but now research has shown if you even take one antibiotic, it permanently alters your gut bacteria. And I was on tons of antibiotics as a kid. And our gut bacteria is like a fingerprint. Nobody has the same gut bacteria, and our gut bacteria is very, very crucial to our immune response. So going back to the original question, which is looking for the cause of the problem. Now, we can't always find necessarily the cause of the problem, but you need to ask that question if your doctor is proposing a treatment, a high blood pressure medication, a cholesterol medication, an antibiotic for your sinus infection. You need to ask, well, why do I have this sinus infection? Maybe why am I getting these chronically? And how is this antibiotic going to fix it? Number one, fix the cause of the problem. Number two, does it have any side effects? Because when you weaken your immune response, you damage your gut, you're more likely to get the next infection. This is why in my case, I was on this perpetual mill of antibiotics and ear infections and sore throat. I just kept getting sick over and over and over again. And it was affecting my quality of life. It was affecting my ability to be, do my schoolwork. I did very poorly as a elementary school, middle school. I really struggled in school. And I thought I was just a dumb kid. And it had a lot to do with just being sick all the time, not being able to be focused. So make sure you're asking those questions. And that's why we here as chiropractic, Vital Energy Chiropractic, we focus on care versus treatment. We don't want you to have ear infections. We don't want you to have back pain, neck pain, all those different things. What we want to do is to remove the interference so your body can heal and function at its highest level. That's our simple cause, but it's very, very effective. And that, again, so you can go and live the life that you desire.